let's get to Capitol Hill. The Senate is debating a straight Obamacare repeal bill. Senator Rand Paul's version, by the way, straight up or down, repeal it. We're joined now by former HHS Deputy Secretary and the former Lilly USA President. His name is Alex Azar. He knows a few things about healthcare and Obamacare. And you say, if I'm not mistaken, not a single amendment will get 50 votes. They won't touch Obamacare.
Well, maybe there'll be an amendment that's in favor of apple pie and motherhood and baseball, and that might pass. But I have trouble seeing that anything is going to get 50 votes in the U.S. Senate right now.
Nothing at all.
So they've already turned down the Senate, the reconciliation bill last night. They're going to turn down the repeal bill that 2 years ago 48 of these very senators voted for. That will fail today.
That will fail in a couple of hours.
That will,
less
indeed.
than that, Mike.
At most, a procedural vehicle may sneak through what they're now calling skinny repeal. And what that would be is get rid of the individual mandate, get rid of the employer mandate, and repeal the device tax. Costs you about $230 billion, but because the CBO said that will cause millions of people to go off individual and Medicaid insurance, saves you money because of the subsidies. That may get through just to get to a conference with the House. But at that point, where does that take us?
Well, nothing's happening.
Right.
There's no change, basically. Obamacare is round our necks and will be for the foreseeable future. That's your conclusion?
It is very hard to see, given what we've seen in the Senate, that anything that comes out of a possible House and Senate conference committee will deal at all with Medicaid. As you said in the opening, it's very hard to see that. The liberal Republicans seem to be so entrenched in the Medicaid expansion. Very hard to see that. And then individual market reform. The Senate parliamentarian has said that the market reforms that could possibly fix elements of Obamacare can't be used in reconciliation to get 50 votes. You would need 60 votes, Democrats included, to do that. So I've had trouble seeing anything happening.
The structure of voting, the way votes are taken, and the makeup of the Republican Party and the Democrat Party mean that nothing happens here.
I think it's very...
They've got to have something at the end of the day. You can't just... Can you just walk away entirely as Obamacare collapses?
I think at the end of the day, this is a hot potato that lands back in Secretary Price's lap for him to use as many authorities as he has to grant flexibility and try to dig us out of the Obamacare mess as much as he can.
That's all we get?
I'm afraid I think that's all we're going to get.
That is your considered opinion?
That is my political assessment.
Yeah, that is a political assessment, but it's a very...
It's not what's right. That's what I think is going to happen.
But that's a negative opinion indeed. Alex, thank you very much for being with us, even though it is a very negative political opinion. We'll take it. Thank you very much, sir.